28-yard line, Scott Elwer, who has been the conference defensive player of the week the last 2 weeks running, makes the stop on the play. There's a scoring drive, 13 plays, and they made it look easy.
Yeah, too easy. Too easily done, and yet they have a good goal line stands, and yet give up that 6 when it's all said and done.
Very discouraging for Wayne State, but the offense now with their first attempt here in the second half. Goff is the lone setback. He'll get the call. Goff with plenty of room. Cuts it back into Hillsdale territory at the 47. A run of 25 for Goff. And a key block thrown by Steve Zakowski, the wide receiver. And anytime you get a long-distance run, Skip, the wideout's got to throw the block.
Excellent call. Absolutely, Peter. And look at this. There's nobody there. I think I could run. Well, I don't know if I could have, but let's just talk about it here a minute. Look at the block and write it down. 82 did a great job of staying with his block for 10, 15 yards.
Scott Duncan had to chase down Goff from behind. He's the lone setback. He gets the call again. Down to the 43-yard line, and a pickup of 4 more for Goff.
You know, folks, they can move as quickly on the ground with this offense, the way they run their offense, as quickly as they throw it. So you're wondering, well, they're down so many points, why are they running? Well, because when you got 22 in your backfield, you can be effective.
Skip, as a lineman, do you think that Wayne State would make some changes in their blocking combinations or their blocking schemes?
Not really. You know something, unless they try to do something to a different set up front, but the set has been the same, and they haven't done that bad of a job to this point, but you got to start changing, and here's a flag.
Goff was hemmed in, and they got inside the 40, but they may have gotten Nate Bush for a block in the back.
They sure do. That's a good call.
He tried to sell it. Well, it was easy to see because he was waving his hands. I didn't do it.
Yes, sirree.
Okay, not an illegal block, but a hold is the call, as Nate Bush was trying to throw a block downfield, just as Steve Zakowski did a moment ago for Wayne State.
Well, here we are right now. Hand off to Joe. He's looking for a little open air.
This will come at the end of the play to the top left of your screen.
Well, he does a nice job. There's 6, 7 more yards of nothing was there.
Take a look at the young man who was hurt, Todd Burgess, who hurt a shoulder, and he is obviously done for the day. He's a freshman. A lot of football to be played here for the Tartars, but a disappointing first homecoming for him. The penalty takes it where it's now 2nd and 11. Goff up to 84 yards on the afternoon. Play action for Frederick, and that one batted down. Well defended by Bob Worthington, the sophomore defensive lineman, number 89.
What occurred there right now, you have, and we haven't talked about him, number 3, the man who finds the football, Scott Ewert from Hillsdale right now. The play was developing too slowly. He had good coverage in this flat. You know, he says, you know something, I'm not throwing it where number 3 is, because he might get number 12 on me.
3rd down and 11.
It's a tough place.
It's a tough position, but big players have to make big plays, and this is the time for one of the Tartars to step up as Frederick throws it to the sideline, intended for Zakowski, but it's high and wide and incomplete, and Hillsdale forces the Tartars to punt.
Well, here it is right. This is coming into your living room. He's got plenty of time, but once again, folks, wind's behind you. He's on the run. He's going against his body. Everything that, you know, maybe you don't want. Let's get him back into the pocket with his feet under him and start throwing the football. Forget about coming out of the pocket.
Excellent coverage by Hillsdale that time, as they have been very, very close to the receivers. Burton under duress with a high tumbling punt. Elwer calls for the fair catch at the 12-yard line. A 40-yard punt with the wind for Eric Burton. 7:56 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Hillsdale leading the Tartars on homecoming 35-9. We'll be back with more action right after this.
Hello?
Mrs. Martin.
It's Dr. Murphy. How's the big guy doing?
So much better, thanks.
Can I talk to him?
Sure, let me get him for you.
Hello?
Hey, Matt. It's Dr. Murphy.
Hi.
Everything's okay. You can go back to school.
Yeah?
And you can play in the big game tomorrow.
Mom, I can play.
Great.
At Health Alliance Plan, we know the best health care has a human touch.
Please be advised, you may need a bigger TV to hold all this food. Introducing the new Mega Meal from KFC, the biggest meal deal America has ever seen. A whole Colonel's Rotisserie Gold, or 8 pieces of original recipe chicken. Potato wedges, Kentucky nuggets, mashed potatoes and gravy, coleslaw, biscuits, even a whole apple pie. All this for just $14.99. You couldn't even get 2 large pizzas for that. No wonder we call it the Mega Meal.
A lot of food, not a lot of money. You can't beat that.
Back at Wayne State Stadium, the Tartars trail it here 35-9. Hillsdale now with a pretty long field as they head into this wind blowing from right to left across your television screen as you see the folks bundling up just a little bit as the sun goes down. And this is a big reunion weekend. Stanley Edwards, tell us more about it.
What we have here is we have Mr. Dave Martin and Mr. Dan Urban, co-captains of the 64 championship team, the last championship team of Wayne State Tartars. Gentlemen, what does it mean to you to come back here for this event today?
This has been one of the exciting events of our lives in the past couple of days. We have guys coming from Texas, and, Chicago, Illinois, Boulder, Colorado. Of the 30 members of our team, we have 21 here. So it's meant quite a bit to them.
Great. Mr. Urban, this must be a big thrill for you as well.
Oh, without question. I'd like to say thanks to Dave for setting everything up. He got a hold of all the folks. Then we've got how many? 20 out of the 38 players in the 64 team. We're extremely pleased. The guys seem to be having a really good time. And there's another one. He just walked by. Another one of the players. We're real excited.
A championship team, and I've been part of a few of them, seem to be stayed pretty close. You guys pretty much stay in contact?
Well, over the past few years, we've kind of drifted our own ways, but we're trying to maintain or reacquaint ourselves with each other, and in the future, we will be here more often at the Wayne Games.
Well, I know it's a thrill for both of you gentlemen to be back here, and good luck to the rest of your teammates, and stay in touch. Back to you guys upstairs with the championship, co-captains of the 64 team and the Wayne State Tartars. Back upstairs.
Thanks, Stanley. That is a great story, and that's, you know, we talked about intercollegiate athletics at halftime, and that's one of the great things about it, the camaraderie that it brings about among teams. This is a 3rd and 8 play, and what a hit applied there. That was Tim Morris as he took John McArdle and said, son, you're not going anywhere. You're right, Skip. There is an awful lot of hitting. The defense is very, very frustrated for Wayne State. Look at this hit.
Let's take a look at this, folks. Deep handoff. They like to get the ball into the back's hand so he can look at and see, find a hole. There's no hole.
That's because Tim Morris and Alan Burks were there to make the stop.
Now, you got to go after him. Here's a chance for a big play. There's a block needed. And they did get a piece of it.
They did get a piece of it. The punter goes down to Sow. And so, therefore, no flag as it was partially blocked. And Wayne State has it at the 34-yard line. Just an 8-yard punt. So that is one of the breaks, because I think that Wayne State needs a lot of breaks to get back in this ball game. Stay with us, folks. It's going to get exciting. 35-9, Wayne State trails. 6:05 to play in the 3rd. We'll be right back.
Give me a draft.
Cold filtered beers are smooth, but they're nothing new.
How about an ice?
Ice beers start cold, but most are heat pasteurized. Not cool.
Bud Ice.
That's why Bud Ice is ice brewed and cold filtered to start cold and stay cold. Get real cold with icy smooth Bud Ice and new 96-calorie Bud Ice Light. What more could you want?
You know how good 100% all-natural turkey tastes? Maybe not, because most places serve processed turkey, not Big Boy. The turkey dinner at Big Boy is real, all white meat, slow oven roasted to seal in the natural juices just like you do at home. And you get real mashed potatoes and your choice of salad and a fresh-baked roll for just $4.99. Dinner is better at Big Boy because Big Boy starts with better stuff.
I'm talking turkey.
Talked about Wayne State needing a break. They make a break on a partially blocked punt. 1st and 10. The Hillsdale 34-yard line. They need points, and they need them in a hurry.
They only have one wideout right now. They have a wing to your left, strong left.
That's Eric Green, the wideout at the top of your screen. Johnson, the motion man. The handoff to Goff. Tough sledding up the middle to the 32.
Well, as we just mentioned, they need a big play, and let's take a look at the punt. He doesn't do a bad job securing the punt. He's coming out maybe a little slow. But look at this. They got 2 defenders flying. This is giving up your body. 3. Who gets a piece of it?
It was number
like
41, Rod Simmons. Dussault did not do a bad job of getting it away, but it was a full-fledged rush from Wayne State. Goff around left end, trying to cut back, but wrestled down at the 29-yard line by Justin Leuenberger, the cornerback. Pickup of 3 on the play. That still leaves third at about 5. The line to make is the 24.
Joe Goff, once again, they get the ball deep into his hands like they like to do. He eludes one tackler, as you can see, shakes and bakes, but comes up with air.
Leuenberg, a freshman, made a good open field play there to stop Goff from maybe carrying for the first down. Goff carries here, big hole, rambling toward the sticks, and he's got the first down to the 24-yard line. A pickup of 6 for Goff.
Now after...
There you see Joe Goff has broken the Wayne State record for all-purpose yardage, 4,176. He's also gone over the 100-yard mark with 104 yards. That old record, by the way,
Number 22, wasn't it? Stephen Lee?
Stephen Lee. And if Goff gets 8 more yards, he'll break his own single-season rushing record. 1st and 10 for the Tartars. They give it to Goff again, sidestepping tacklers and rumbling to the 21-yard line. Pickup of 3 on the play.
All right, let's abandon this ground now. It's time to get some points on the board, and it's getting a little thick in there. They got 1 wide receiver. They have a man in motion. You look like, if you're looking as a quarterback at the defenders, people, there's 8 people up front. It's a little thick in there. We got to create something, a little play action now to help out this offense. Got to help out those offensive linemen.
Play action would be in order, maybe to the tight end or the fullback. Ken Johnson in motion to the near side. The handoff to Goff. Has an alley, rumbles forward, rolls forward, just shy of the 15. A pickup of 5. He'll be a yard shy of the first down. Well, it's 4 down territory.
Yeah, and Joe is 22, is motioning. Let's go, let's go. He wants the football. Nothing fancy here, folks. This is a good runner, just carrying people as he goes. He gets hit and he carries people 4 or 5 more yards. But we've said that time and time again, Pete.
Dragged down at the 16. Actually, it's going to be 3rd and 2. Tight formation for the Tartars to Goff with a hole, through a hole, and down to the 10-yard line. First down, Wayne State. Pickup of 6. This guy is a warrior.
Yes, he is. Bad knee and all.
And he delivers a blow. Look at that. And that was Scott Elwer that he hit, and Elwer is no shrinking violet.
This guy has a chance of playing some more football.
He may play on Sunday. Somebody would have to give him a look.
You can never have exactly.
You can never have too many good, hard-working, tough running backs. Johnson once again in motion. Dustin Cunningham trying to pick his way through very heavy traffic. Picks up 3 down to the 7-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and 7 as Goff takes a break for a play, but here comes Joe Goff. And he'll replace Cunningham. You know, when they get in the red zone, Goff says, I want the football.
Yes. And he generally gets it.
And with that previous carry, Goff broke his own single-season rushing record. So anything he sets from now on will be a Wayne State season record. Here's Goff, the record setter, inside the 5, driving forward to about the 4. Pickup of 3 on the play.